All right, so we're going to talk about the devil, Walt. We're going to talk about Satan himself.
We're going to talk about Beelzebub.
Beelzebub?
Did I say that wrong?
Beelzebub. Hey, Beelzebub. Beelzebub.
You got to check with Dave for the pronunciation.
Lucifer.
That's
Lucifer Morningstar.
To the ignorant, we're talking about the devil today.
Yeah, if you don't know who Beelzebub is.
Well, play the Overkill theme, bitch.
I love when we dust off the Overkill theme. It means the special episode's afoot.
And it also means we got the Overkill set up on Bandcamp right now for people to go buy.
Wait, what? Wait, what? You can buy Overkill on Bandcamp right now?
Tell them, Brian.
Yeah, if you want to, Q. All 60, because there's been a lot of crying out there.
Always crying.
That people can't get a hold of the Overkill episodes.
Right.
And every time somebody happens to find a link and puts it up, I email them and shut them down right away.
Okay. And does that include, and this isn't a commercial, I really don't know, this is the first I'm hearing of this. Does that include the lost episode that we recorded?
The band episode that Zune wouldn't air.
Too hot for Zune.
Bill himself.
Creepy.
Bill himself accused us of being Satan worshippers and shut down the entire Zune project because of it. That's why Zune isn't around anymore.
It sounds a lot cooler than we actually recorded one more episode than we were contracted for.
I was so drugged out that I had no idea when we were supposed to stop recording recorded an extra one.
Play a clip from that band episode, Bri.
Why don't I? I get to spy school, like, I would sit there in class. They would be like, yeah, with the look on your face. Out. Like, they would just be...
The glassy look.
Yeah, they would be able to tell.
The mouth open, breathing air.
Yeah. Like I'm moving my mouth while I read and shit. I'm reading about one-time pads, moving my mouth and shit.
Making stupid jokes, maxi pad.
What if my pad's bloody and I can't see the numbers?
4 field agents just died, Agent Johnson, when you cracked that joke.
I'm cracking something, right? It might not be codes, but...
That was creepy, right?
Whoa.
So it's in all numbers. You ever hear of a number station, Dave?
No. What is it?
You never heard of a number station?
No. What is it?
Nobody knows what they are, but there's these certain frequencies on shortwave radios where you'll pick up, and all it is 24 hours a day is a woman or a man, a robotic voice reading out numbers.
No shit.
And they theorize. Some theories are that there's some sort there for spies. Where you go get your orders from this number station, and but a lot of countries don't even admit that that number stations even exist. We did a whole episode. Our whole Overkill was a series of podcasts we did all on the supernatural.
And how many of these number stations are there?
In the world today? Oh my God! Get them. Do a little research for us over there. But there's so many. I mean,
that jackass tablet that you're using.
And there's been only been a few instances in recorded history where they forgot to turn the mic off, and
somebody used the N-word.
And that's what
it was a whole thing.
And they picked like it is such a spooky. Tone of the number stations. It really sounds like you're listening to something you should not be listening to.
It's like 5, 6.
Yeah, I mean they read it as if you're like, it's
like
just
a dead person talking.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Yeah.
It's chilling. Actually, as all Overkill episodes were chilling.
Yeah. They actually did. They found one number station, and it was because the person that was reading was like 47, 9. They tracked it to Q's backyard.
We had
Cat's meowing in the back the entire fucking time.
Mr. Whisker, shut the fuck up! I'm reading numbers.
Benjamin Cat. It's Benjamin Cat.
We did episodes on dimension hopping.
Mm-hmm.
We had Sergeant 18
Poltergeists. We had a guy who discovered portals
in New Jersey.
It was quite.
We went ghost hunting.
Yeah.
One of them used Quinn's bathroom.
A ghost hunter pissed all over my toilet seat. It was spooky.
So go to Bandcamp. What's it called? Bandcamp.
It's tellemstevedave.bandcamp.com, and you can get all 16 plus
the number station episode. Never heard it. Never broadcast anywhere.
Oh, that was the one that never got broadcast?
It never aired anywhere.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's the best episode, and it was never aired?
Yeah.
Holy shit, these people were in for a treat.
You remember it being the best episode?
It was great.
I can barely remember it now.
It made me go home and download the entire album Remember they released
Oh
a
yes,
CD?
that's right. Yeah.
And I listened to it for like a week. I was just like trying to crack a code. It was nuts. It's nuts.
Let me. I'm gonna do a little math while you guys talk here, real fast.
Okay.
I'm loving this number station shit.
No, I don't have a calculator on this. Oh wait, yeah.
Well, get them. You got any information? How many number stations are there out there?
There's no official number, but they say almost every government has them, but they don't admit to it. I think the one you were talking about, where you actually heard stuff behind it, was it's called UVB 76.
You know, they'll say a chung.
Like some of they'll play a constant broadcast, but
That's
like
Ming's number station.
you'll hear like a beep every 2 seconds for like hours for days, months, weeks on end, and all of a sudden it pops up with just a short, brief intermission of someone reading, or a voice, like a computer voice reading numbers, and then it goes back to its normal beeping.
I can't believe you never heard of this, Dave.
Wasn't it on Lost too? Like didn't Lost have
Lost.
number
There was a
stations?
number
Yeah.
station. Yeah, Lost.
Did you watch Lost, Dave?
Never saw Lost.
No.
It was good.
All right. Well, in honor of us putting up the Bandcamp episodes, we're going to do a special Overkill episode today, all about hell. Welcome to hell, Q.
I'm back. I thought we'd gotten out, but we're back.
What do you mean?
Didn't
Back
we do
to
that
hell.
episode where we played the Exorcism, where they
that's right.
There's some of the Overkill memories, like they recorded inside of hell or something like
All right,
that.
we
No.
got some numbers going on. Netas. That's Satan
Dave's
backwards.
freaking out.
Dave just.
Netas. Yes.
What's that called when you have,
Backwards
This
mask.
is fucking terrifying.
Is it? That's what Overkill was. Every episode was terrifying, except the first one. I don't remember what we talked about in the first one, but it wasned.
It wasn't really
supernatural.
terrifying. Yeah.
That's really cool. It's like the ghost.
From the
of
second episode on, we all had to wear diapers.
Strapped on Pampers for every
You ever
episode.
see that old Boris Karloff movie where he plays a scientist who contacts his dead wife in the hereafter through radio frequencies? And it's like that. You hear
Yeah.
like a bunch of white noise, and you hear his wife like,
That's what it sounds like. Doesn't it sound like you're hearing the communications from beyond?
And that's just one.
poltergeist. That's like the white noise
Yeah.
poltergeist.
And that's just one kind. There's buzzers. There's heartbeats. I think on some of them.
Right.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
It's almost
Yeah.
like the lost cosmonauts. There's supposedly recordings of lost cosmonauts as they
Right.
go into deep space.
Yeah, you ever hear
Like,
that?
slowly coming-
Yeah, I'm burning. I'm so hot.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, it's
Why
Everybody loves
do
a
we
dead
never?
astronaut.
Well, next week, Q.
Okay.
Next week we'll do that. We'll talk about that 2-second clip about cosmonauts.
Scary, man.
But today it's even more scary. I want to ask you guys.
Wait. Okay, so go to tellemstevedave.bandcamp.com.
Okay.
16 episodes of the original episodes, plus the Lost episode, for a total of 17.
17 episodes. That's got to be over 20 hours, right?
It's 29 cents an episode.
Oh, my
That's what it comes
God.
out to. You cheap fucking cocksuckers. So if you don't buy it,
We're ripping each other's off. We're ripping ourselves off at this
I know.
point.
that's less than
But
what
we
I
gave
sold
it
my
away.
CD of.
But we gave it away for free the first time.
excluding the money Microsoft paid us.
Yeah, go to that. But just to whet your appetite, to wet your whistle, I thought we'd do an all Overkill episode.
I love it.
And so you guys ready to jump into the flames?
Let's jump in the fire.
You ready to
Metallica
sell
style.
your soul to Satan right now?
If I had one. Yeah,
I got my Devils jersey
Empty.
on, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought the first Ming, this is really creepy, or not creepy. Maybe it's a good on him, but he refused to sit at the table today for the episode about Satan.
Really?
Yep. He said it was as a Catholic, he felt it was not a good idea for him to.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on Satan, Q? Why do we love Satan? Not love him, but why are we fascinated by Satan?
Well, he's the first rebel, man. He was the first one to look authority in the eye and be like, "Yo, fuck off. I'm doing things my way."
I think that's exactly how it's written in the Bible. It's a direct quote.
But why is there a fascination with the devil?
I mean, it's evil, man. He's pure evil.
He's the greatest villain of all time, right?
right.
I mean, is there a bigger villain in the history of villains?
I mean, you could say
know,
Doctor
Hitler.
Doom, but I don't think
Hitler?
And when you put Hitler and Satan together, you got an unbeatable combo.
Have they done that yet?
They do it in comics all the time.
Hitler and Satan tag team.
Combo?
Actually, not Satan, but Satanism. You never see the big guy himself.
Wasn't that what War of the Undead's about? Satanism and
Yeah.
It's an unbeatable
Hitler?
combination. Yeah, sure.
Well,
Satan's the
are
ultimate bad guy.
right here, right now.
Yeah.
Lay it all on the table.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in Satan?
Well, I mean, how do you
What am I cutting in later on now?
if you want me to say yes or no, just tell me what you want me to say.
No, I want you to tell me the truth. Do you believe in Satan?
No, I don't believe that there's an entity, with horns and a pitchfork down there manipulating.
Well, of course it does. I don't agree. I agree with you. I don't believe it. Like it looks like hot stuff. But
Right.
do you believe that there's a devil though?
It would be awesome if you wore a diaper, though, right? It definitely takes away from the threat and the horror if he's
I
in
was
the
like the
pampers.
I think it's more disturbing if I was down there and he walked up on me and he had a diaper on.
And he's that short, wearing a diaper.
It's like, that's how evil I am, motherfucker.
Who's the best Satan? Though? There's a red devil paint guy, which is a classic Satan. You ever see that
Yes.
logo for that?
Yeah.
Works forever.
Yeah.
Who's the best?
Come on, baby, on the table. Yes
I
or
don't
no?
think so. I don't
No,
think
you
so.
don't
I'm gonna
believe
say
it.
No.
If I were to give you right now, connotation. There's a lot of words I don't know how to pronounce, Dave.
Incantation.
Connotation? Yeah, right.
To take a devil into your soul right now, will you read it aloud?
Yeah, I'll read it out loud.
You're just fucking with some freaky shit, here.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
I didn't think you were going to do it. I really didn't.
With you. One incantation short.
All right.
You would do it, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You would fuck with the black magic.
I'm from Staten Island, bro. We're not afraid of that guy. Get his ass kicked on Shaolin.
Spit in the devil's eye.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Bri? Are you believe in Satan or no?
No.
No?
Because if I believe in Satan, then I got to believe in God. So,
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I was thinking too.
so yeah, I would have to say it's not likely.
Isn't there a famous quote that the greatest trick the devil pulled was make a man believe he didn't exist?
That's it.
So you think he's tricking me and you?
I think so, bro. I think we were the.
It's not a hard job.
Yeah, I get
Tricking
fooled
us?
all the time.
It's not. Well, he didn't lose much sleep or effort on this one.
Why, Walt? You believe in Satan, Walt?
Yes,
You do.
without a doubt. But why, Bri? Why do you think it is such a fascinating subject?
Because evil's always more interesting than good because it's so hard to. Like most people, I think, consider themselves good or relatively good. And they can't even begin to conceive of the type of evil that Satan represents. So that's where that fascination comes from, is that inability to, be like, oh my God, what would that be like?
What about, what would you say, what is the reasons that as a teen you were drawn to the satanic music, Venom, Slayer? Why? Like I tell you, I said this
As
before.
opposed to Striper and shit?
Well, no, I said this before on other episodes. If my daughter came home today and was listening to the same things I listened to, like some of the lyrics to "South to Heaven," I would be very concerned. I would be like, we need to get her. Like, I don't know why, but I would be such a double standard.
What about Monster
so
Magnet? She
upset.
comes home with the latest Monster Magnet CD.
We're not that.
First, you're like, I could have gotten you that for free.
Number one.
But
The biggest sin committed here. I could have got this for free.
But it is such a double standard. I would be so concerned and I would be devastated if all of a sudden she just was a hardcore, into all that kind of music. Mm-hmm. The same music, my mom had enough good sense to be like, ridiculous. He listens to it, but obviously it's not affecting him. But I could not give my daughter the same benefit of the doubt that my mom gave me. Why?
I don't know.
'Cause you're
That is
fucked up.
strange.
That's why.
No, because I was too normal. My mom knew.
Well,
He's a
I mean,
poser. My mom knew I was a poser.
I mean, she knew you like horror movies and stuff
Yes.
like that. Like, what's the difference? Really. I mean, until you start burning, cutting.
Never did any of that stuff.
You never cut a pentagram into your chest.
No, but I drew many of them, though.
Yeah, there's a difference to me. There's a difference, but yeah, it could scare. With your daughter, number one, she's a girl.
Yeah, why is it? Is that
Girls are
sexist?
suckers for that stuff.
What do you mean? They're more into Satan than dudes?
No, they're not into it, but when they do go into it, they go into it all the way, man. They go into the blackness, the darkness, serial killers, Satanism.